Yeah, hello everyone. Am I audible and visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So a very good afternoon to all the aspiring managers, to all the young future entrepreneurs, to all the young dynamic, energetic, realistic future HRs. For me, you all are not the future HRs, you all are the present HRs because you people are having the mindset of HR. HR is all about the mindset that we people have. And I would like to thank the team of R&D Global University. I would like to thank the Dean of the college, all the faculty members, all the prominent speakers, and especially to the students down here. I am young among all the speakers that we have today in the conclave, and I'm having 7 years of experience into this HR industry. And I am a HRpreneur also. I'm having my own venture called as Smile with Etiquette. I'm having my own channel on YouTube. And I'm a corporate motivational speaker, a life coach as well. So in the time of the pandemic, in the time of the COVID, lot of companies is calling me, lot of companies are calling me for the training part, lot of companies are calling me for the motivational part. So whatever I'll speak all because of my experience that I'm having in this industry since 7 years. I'll speak about the pandemic, what to do, about the job factor, how to get a good job in HR, that I'll also speak. Just before 7 years I was there in a college, I was doing my MBA. So how I got a job and how in the 7 years I've started my own venture in HR. How you young people can get a job into this HR that I'll speak. I have a request before I start speaking anything about this HR, the two letters in the same word called as human resource. I don't want one-way communication from my side. I want the equal participation from your side also, because I think 81 people are there in this particular conclave right now. So what I'll ask few questions to you people also, and I want the equal participation from everyone. So is it possible from the student side also?
Yes, sir. We'll try our best to answer all your questions, sir.
Okay. So something practical I'm going to ask. Yeah. Okay, something practical I'm going to ask. I'll talk about the COVID-19, the job employment and all that. I will talk about the culture of the company. I'll talk about the remote hiring also. But before speaking anything, I would like to ask a very normal question. Please tell me the 3 best qualities that your mother have. 3 best qualities that you find, you observe in your mother. Anyone please.
Students, please be participative.
So, may I?
Yeah, sure.
Strength.
She is brave, she has courage, and she is a very patient woman, I know.
Really?
She's
nice.
a single mother, because she's a single mother of me and my brother, and what have she done for me and my brother is really inspiring for me.
Okay, so you are saying she is brave and then?
She's brave, she's strong, she's patient. She has patience.
Really good Puneet. Anyone else would like to answer this particular question? It's a very simple question but having a very deep meaning. That's why I'm asking you this particular question to you people.
She's kind, she's caring, she's loving.
Okay. Anyone else? One last. Yeah.
Certainly never tired, always energetic.
Fine, fantastic.
My mother's best quality, she has a good management skill, she's a good organizer, completely working from morning to the day and then to the night, every time managing all the things, and also she's a patient listener. Whenever I face any difficulty, I go to her and she listens to me. Yes, management and good organization.
Okay, good manager, you are saying. Anyone else from the student side, anyone want to answer this particular question? Okay, so thank you so very much for all the answers. All the answers that you people have said are extraordinary. So I'll add on some more things that what you people have said. For me, my mother is a God who literally cares for me. My mother is a leader who leads us in the life and a best decision maker. Don't you people think that these are the qualities of a HR department also, of a HR professional also, especially in the time of COVID, when the people are losing our job, when the people need much more motivation, when the people need much more emotion, when the people need much more appreciation. Don't you people think like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. For me, HR is not a person who sits in front of the computer machine, having specs on their nose, having a pen on their right hand, working on the computer, wore good clothes, speaking very smartly in a very good communicative manner. For me, HR is a person who go and sits in the different departments. For me, HR is a person who go and sits with the people, with the line managers, with the different, even with the peon also, they go and sit. I tell you one incident of mine. When I'm basically from Lucknow, when I joined a company there in Gujarat, and the company name was SR Petroleum, and that was my first company. Every day, lot of the laborers, lot of the workers, it was in the year 2015, lot of the workers, they used to come in the mob. We don't want to work for this particular company. We don't want to work for you people. You people have to increase our wage rate. You people have to listen what we people are saying. And I always say the youngsters, the young HRs like me, people, the students who want to make their career into HR, if you want to make your career in HR, you have the ability to listen first. Good communication is secondary. But if you want to make your career in HR, you have to listen. And you have to listen those who are there in the floor area. The laborers are always there in the floor area. Whenever we people talk about the lower level management, the middle level management, even the upper level management, the CEOs and CXOs. But what about the floor level management? Any organization, they run by the floor level management people, the industry people. Right now, 99% industries, 99% sectors, they are facing a lot of challenges because of the COVID factor. Why they are facing these type of challenges? Because they are not valuing out the laborers. Once you are valuing out the laborers, once you are valuing out the staff members, once you are valuing out your workers, you will not get all these kind of challenges that we are getting right now. So every day, what we used to do, we used to have a slogan called as Chai Pe Charcha, where we used to call everyone in our industry, like the lower level management, the upper level management, the middle level management, even the laborers also. And that was an open forum. Anyone, even a worker who is working in a factory area, or a lower level management people, or a middle level management people, even the CEO and CXO or the CMDs, anyone can give views how to increase the productivity, how to increase the stamina of any worker. And once you take out this particular participation of the laborers also, you will get the real essence of HR. So anyone who would like to make a career into HR, I request that particular person to have that particular listening ability of the floor area people also. People who are there in the very lowest side. That people may not have good clothes like a blazer, wearing tie like that. But that people have that particular, that people don't speak in the language that we people are speaking. That people maybe not that much sophisticated like us. But that if you understand the feeling of that particular person, you will become a very good entrepreneur, a very good HRpreneur, and of course, HR, that means is equal to human resource, you will become a very good human being as well. When I went to Chennai, because basically I am from Lucknow, I am a Hindi speaking guy. When I went to Chennai, 90% of the people in Chennai, the problem with the Chennai is they understand their own language. They understand Tamil. They used to speak in their own language, Tamil. And my company was a facility management company. They have given me a recruitment head position. So whenever I used to take interview, many of the candidates, even the 90% of the candidates, they don't understand my language. They used to say, sir, you are speaking in your own language. We don't understand even English. We don't understand even Hindi. If you want to communicate with me, you have to communicate with me in Tamil. Many of the female candidates, having been dominated by their bosses, they used to come to us talking about their problems. So once you understand the feeling of that particular candidate, you will become a HR. Once you solve the problem of that particular candidate, you will become a HR. A lot of our speakers were talking about the remote hiring part, the remote management part, how to get a job in Quebec. I must say one thing. If you understand what the other person is trying to say, he will never gonna leave you. Can I ask you one more question? Ratan Tata, just in the era of COVID, has said a sentence about their company Tata Group. What he said? Can anyone tell me what he said about the Tata Group industry? About the employees? Any of the students can, if they can tell me about it. Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible? Am I visible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible and visible, but I am not able to give the answer. Sorry.
Okay. Ratan Tata has said that Tata Group is like a family for us. Majority of the company, they are firing people because they are getting out the losses. But we, the Tata Group people, we will not fire anyone because our employees are like our family members. Once you understand the feeling of your employees, once you understand the problems of your employees, once you are having the answer of those particular employees, you will become a HR. And this is what exactly we HRs have to do. Talking about the remote hiring part, again I have a question to ask it to all the students over here. How many of you are single over here? Getting married in the coming future. How many of you are single?
Sir, there was some network disruption. Could you please repeat the question?
My question is, I'm going to talk about the remote hiring part now. So I'm asking how many of the students are single in the relationship, going to marry in the coming future, and how many of you people believe in the process of arranged marriage? Is my question audible to you people?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think most of the students are single here.
Okay, fine. Actually, why I'm asking you this particular question, like in the process of arranged marriage, parents, they do all these processes. You don't believe in the process of arranged marriage. Okay, because if we talk about the remote hiring, it is as similar as the process of arranged marriage. Saloni is saying, I do believe. Fine, fantastic. I also believe in the process of arranged marriage because in my opinion, parents are the best recruiters. They will give us the best perfect person. Gaurav is saying, I don't. Okay, Nandini, I don't believe. See, in arranged marriage, what the parents do, they used to give us the best bride or the best groom according to their own mentality. They used to give us the best partners. Remote hiring is all like that. Because remote hiring is all about, I don't believe in marriages, Rubal is saying. Fine. So, remote hiring is all about that. Remote hiring, once I am also doing remote hiring these days for my company. Remote hiring is once you are seeing the spark in someone's eye, once you are seeing that particular spark in the person, you will give that person a chance to work for your company. Arranged marriage is like that only. You are talking to that particular person, the parents are talking to that particular person and giving the chance to that particular person to enter in your kid's life. So that is what arranged marriage is. And love marriage is all about the entrepreneurship, I must say that. So how to do remote hiring? What exactly I am doing right now for my company is, even if you talk about the face-to-face hiring, what you people are doing, a candidate is sitting in front of you, you are taking that person HR round, you are taking that person departmental round, and the behavioral analysis you are doing. You are asking about the qualities of that particular person, what that particular person is trying to say, you are analyzing that. But once you are doing remote hiring, you just need to see the spark in that person's eye, what that person is made of. If that person is only talking about like what position sir you are going to give me, what kind of designation you are going to give me, what kind of salary you are going to give me. If that person is talking only about it, only these type of part, then that person is not interested in the career. That person is only interested in the job of it. Even if you give the job to that particular person and another company comes in front of him or her and gives a good pay package to me, he will move to that particular job. But if a person is interested in career, he will ask about the innovation part, what your company is exactly doing, what your company is going to do, what is the profit generation of your company, in which sectors you people are going in the coming future. So these type of things, a candidate will ask you. If that particular candidate is much more interested in the career. So being a HR, you have to analyze that particular spark. Have you people heard about Arjun in Mahabharata?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What qualities Arjun have in the story of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in the story of Mahabharata? What qualities he have? He was a great archer, a great ambitious person, and there was a story that when he was just bowing his that bow in front of that fish's eye, he was just watching that particular eye. He was very much ambitious. We the HR people, we the young HR people, we want candidates like Arjun and bosses like Sri Krishna. Because Sri Krishna was a strategist and Arjun was a devotee, a complete devotee, a kind of a manager. The young startups, the young entrepreneurs, they always need a person like Arjun, and we, the HR people, we need a person like Arjun. So once you want a career into HR, even in the COVID, if you people want a good job in HR, try to see that spark in the candidate's eye. What are the questions of that particular candidate? What that candidate is asking it to you? Is that candidate is only concerned towards their salary part, or that particular candidate is much more interested in the career part? Is that person is much more passionate towards that particular part, and or is that person is much more related with the job part? Once you see that, once you analyze that, once that analysis is there in your brain, you will become a HR. Once that problem solving attitude is there in your brain, you will become a HR. Once that young generation, young youth blood is there in your brain, in your body, you will become a HR. And at last, I just want to say, HR person should be a good communicator, a good orator as well. Because every day, lot of people at all the levels of management, like from the senior level management till the middle level management and the lower level management, because I have worked in the 3-4 different sectors right now in the 6-7 years. So all the people from the different departments, they used to come to us because we people are like the mothers. We people are like the mother for the employees. They used to come to us, they ask about their problems, and being a good communicator, being a motherly heart, you have to solve their problems. And this is what HR is. So I'm over with my presentation. Anyone would like to ask me any question, they can ask.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, how's your productivity in work has changed after the pandemic? This pandemic is still in its way, but how's your productivity has changed?
See, my company is a real estate company, and as you all know that in a real estate company, everything is a kind of a field work. The laborers, the construction workers, everyone is there on the field. They used to build the houses, they used to build different apartments, they used to build different villas, and we used to sell it. So in the pandemic, 50% of works got stopped. We people are not constructing right now because of it. Even you can say we people are not that much instant like the earlier pre-corona we were there. So yes, there is a lot of effect, like the construction part is there, the no construction part is there. But yes, after the corona we'll move like that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Yeah, sure, please.
So what is one answer? There is always one question while you apply for any job, that why do you want to take up this job? So what is that one answer which would always impress the HR or the selection or the selecting panel?
Very nice question, Saloni. When I was there in the college, I used to host different events like you are hosting today. And you are a very good host, I must say that. So your question is what kind of trait HR people look in any candidate, right?
Yes, sir. No, sir. There is always a question like, why do you want to take up this job? It is a question of very much focused question, because all HR everywhere this question arises, and we always get confused that what would be the best answer to it.
See, I'll tell you one thing. There are two words, and you people also know that. One is job and second is career. And as I told you that we the young HRs, especially I'm talking about the young HRs, we people used to see a spark in someone's eye. If that person is much more concentrated only towards few of the questions, like about the salary part, about the brand of the company, about like the job that I'm doing it for my own. That person is not very much interested towards the career. If you are interested towards HR career, you will only ask the question related with HR. What kind of innovations we can make? What kind of innovations you can make in the particular job that we people are offering it to you? So if your mind is concentrated towards it and you are asking question to the HR like this, because after every interview the HR will allow you to ask why you want to join our company, why you want to join this particular job. And if you are asking that question to that particular HR, I will join this particular company to add more wings to your particular job that you are offering. So if you will say like this, they will give you that particular job. So your question should be related much more with the career part.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So the next question is from Tisha Sharma. She's asking, many people are enjoying work from home. So do
Okay.
you think after pandemic, working from home will be an option while recruiting new employees?
Definitely work from home is now a very new option for everyone. And if I talk about few of the sectors, like if you talk about the edtech sector, like a lot of companies are there, like Byju's, Vedantu, White Hat, Junior, like Upgrad also. If you talk about the IT companies also, they are having a very good option now. It is all about the productivity. If you are working in an office and you are giving the good productivity to your company, even if you are working in home and you are giving good productivity to your company, it is as same as that. We the HRs, we the company, we look only for the productivity. And if the employees are there in the comfort zone, if the employees are healthy, working for our company, then yes, it is all about the productivity and the final result that the employees are giving. So yes, we don't have any problem. We the company people don't have any problem with it.
Okay, sir. So the next question is from Unnati Mal. She's asking, will HR focus on emotional intelligence more than intelligence?
Yes, thanks for asking this particular question. When I've started my speech, when I've started my presentation, I told you people the example of mother. Mother is all about emotions. Mother is a person who stand with us even when we are ill. Mother stand for us when we are getting huge success. Mother stand for us when we are getting lot of failures. For me, HR is not a profession. I believe that HR is all about a responsibility. HR is all about an obligation. HR is all about an emotion. It is more than the part of the business. It is more than the part of the business department. If you are emotional by your heart, because emotional, the bifurcation of emotional word means energy with a motion. So if you are emotional by your heart, if you understand someone's problem, you will become a HR. You will definitely get huge success in HR. So yes, emotions definitely drive this particular HR domain, this particular HR field.
Thank you, sir. So the next question is from Shubham Kumar Patra. He is asking, what will be the different plans of HR after this pandemic for the growth of the organization?
See, I'm by passion a corporate motivational speaker also. So these days I'm doing online training also. So thanks for asking me this particular question. What the organizations are planning? Like if I talk about the tech industries, they are planning a lot of things. There are a lot of employee engagement activities pre-corona that they people are doing. And after the post-corona, they will add on more employee engagement activities. Like they will talk to each and every employee. They will do counseling of the different employees. While doing counseling, they will understand the potential of the particular candidate. They will understand what the candidate is made for. Pre-corona, they were only concentrated towards that particular group activities. Like in a group activity, they used to give different type of the games and they understand the employee's potential. But after corona, there should be one change in the organization that the potential, they will judge the potential of the particular candidate and they will give work according to that potential of that particular candidate.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
You said you had something called Chai Pe Charcha, and there is a startup named eChai. So has it any connection with each other?
No, there is no connection in between that. Because Chai Pe Charcha is a kind of a slogan that means there is an open forum for everyone. And this is a very, it's a very good and a positive thing. Like you are a manager HR, you are sitting in a company, you have a AGM HR, you have a DGM HR, you have a GM HR, and you have a CEO also. And laborers also are sitting in one corner of that particular auditorium. That laborers are also asking different questions. In the same manner, the GM of the company is asking, the CEO of the company is asking. Because we people in that Chai Pe Charcha believes that workers are the immense part of any organization. It's as same as the CEO of the company. They both are the important part, and that is the main motto of Chai Pe Charcha. And I think that this kind of culture should be in all the companies, because the floor area people, they are the immense and the important part of any organization. So that is the main motto of that particular Chai Pe Charcha slogan.
Thank you, sir. I think we are done with all our questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your time and handling all the questions.
Thank you so very much for giving me a chance to spare time with you people. Even I have learned a lot from the speakers. I have learned a lot from all of your questions. So thanks for giving me the chance. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.